All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Let's go, baby.
Set. 90 Wolf.
42's the mark. Stop your.
Yep. Smooth.
Mike 42.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 36. Mike 36. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Ready up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 36. Mike 36. I got him. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. On David.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 36. Mike 36. He runs. Watch.
Look at me. Zipper.
It's our time. It's our time.
Hit it.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. It's complete to Robinson. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Got it.
55. I'm coming after you.
Hey.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jones. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Nice 7. Hey, 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 hey.
Don't let him free. Don't let him free. Play outside.
80 weapons.
Don't let him free, defense.
Let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's caught. Jones. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
X3. 218. Chopper. Let's go.
On play action. Lock. Dancing to his left. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, lock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 36, Locke. This is caught by Robinson. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Bend it. Bend it.
Ready?
On first down, Locke. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
He's not going to get me. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Rock it.
I'm going to run you over.
Get it.
Here's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check nine, check nine.
On third and long, it's Locke. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Locke's going to sneak it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Locke will try to sneak, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drew Locke with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
Right there in the middle, 55. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Yeah.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 55 to mine. Check 50.
Hey, Delta.
Go. Go.
Now.
On second down, it's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Yo, go.
Oh, you got D?
Greystone, 5.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go, set. 70, Indy. 54.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check. Check 3.
General West.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set, ready? 60 or.
54. Did you swerve on? Check nickel. Show it.
2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. Yep.
Motion.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike forward. Let's go one more. Right there.
Get it.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Look at me. Zipper.
We got 3. Hey, 17 George. Watch 17.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey.
We got motion. Back up.
Deep rip.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Switch it.
Protein spill. Hey, zoom.
Mike's 4-2. Yeah. Let's go. Mike 42.
Zoom.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off off at the 35. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got him.
Yes.
Check the call. Check.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5, go.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 55. I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. 3 buzz.
Now.
From the gun, Cantrell. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check 42's the Mike. Check 42's the Mike. I got it. Mike 42.
Ready.
Clock now on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the pass. Deuce. Switch.
Hey, Echo.
42's the mark. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And Robinson with a big catch. 23 yards, the final tally.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's Kamara off the draw. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Watch the run. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Mike 5-4.
Go.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the backer. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Bravo.
Record. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Got one.
Second and 1. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Watch the run. Switch.
Hey, Sam on.
A final shot before break. Cantrell going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 5-7.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Woo-hoo. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Here we go. Hey, check Mike.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Cantrell. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
Ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Greystone travel.
He's got to double up.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Look at me, zipper.
Motion out the backfield. 955, 955. We own them. We own them.
Hey, Delta.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Operating from the gun. Cantrell. And Adams has it. Complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now for the point after. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I'm coming after you.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready, ready.
Mike 42.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Right up.
From the gun, it's Locke. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Locke now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
You draw Porter.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at
Hey,
the 40-yard
you.
line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike's 4-2. Mike's...
Hey.
Man, I got you. So Mike 42. Mike.
Buzz.
Here we go.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. You got nothing in that. 5.
On 2nd and 12. Locke out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, orbit.
Check tight. Mike 42. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Mike 42. John T.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Too little. Got help. Save.
Hey, Charlie.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Come to my world.
Big grip.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Go.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check.
Go.
Lock working out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hit it.
44, Mike, 44.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Kill.
Shoot.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Look, squeeze. Go.
Throwing now is Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Sanders now to add the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big run there by Jones. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run with Foreman. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set 18 Gator.
Here we go.
Hey.
Me. I got this.
Yes.
Watching you
Five.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, let go. Go. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. 54, smooth. Check. Watch 54. Ready.
From the gun, Cantrell. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One man in the backfield, that's Jones. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Mike 51. Hey, team 6.
They'll go with the keeper. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They come up in an offset eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Bravo! Go! Hurry! Big rip!
On 4th down, Cantrell, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Come on, QB, come on.
Go.
36. Mike, 36. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Watch 30.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
Lock now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready, break.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Shoot.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Check 3, check 3.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Under 10, 10, 25, check 25, check 25.
Again, it's Locke. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 50.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From midfield, here's Locke. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Hey, Haywood.
44, Mike, 44. Hey, check. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. I'm going to come back to you. Jack! Kill.
There.
Kill.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready.
Again, it's Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.